Welcome to Create and Orchestrate. This is the Mind Over Matter series. Today, we're going to talk about why you need to stop complaining. I'm Marcus Whitney, and this is Create and Orchestrate. So I want to do a little series about how important your state of mind is to everything that you're doing. One of the things that I think is so detrimental that we do to ourselves is we complain. And we don't really understand that when we are complaining, we are giving our power over to something else and saying, this thing can impact me. This thing can affect me. This thing can control the way I'm going to feel about myself. I'm going to think about the day, right? When you complain, you take yourself out of the position of power. Period. End of story. And I don't care if you watch the show because you are interested in becoming an entrepreneur or you just like the tips for life and you think you can apply them. Let me tell you what you can't do. You can't be effective and be a constant complainer and be a habitual complainer, right? You gotta check yourself with that stuff, right? You cannot allow yourself to spend all of your energy complaining about things that either you can't control or things that you can control your own response to, but you're unwilling to do that, right? If there's anything you should be complaining about, it should be about your failure to respond appropriately to whatever the situation is. You have the power to react in every single situation that you're in. Don't complain about your workplace, do something about your workplace. Don't complain about your numbers and the market not responding to your product. Do something about your numbers and the market not responding to your product. Don't complain about your physical condition. Do something about your physical condition. Don't complain about your neighbors. Do something about where you live. You can always control yourself in every situation, right? So if you notice that basically every single day you're like constantly complaining about stuff, it's one of two things. Either you're not comfortable owning the responsibility of taking care of yourself in your life, or two, you're just a spoiled brat, you know, and you got a lot of first world problems and you have no idea how hard other people out here have it. But in most of our cases, there are so many people around the world who would die to be in our positions. And we have the nerve to just constantly complain. And then here's the crazy thing. We don't just complain to ourselves, we complain to other people and we invade other people's energy with our bad energy. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. It's not positive, right? If you're watching this show, you want to create and orchestrate, that's about making an impact in the world and influencing people. You can't impact people in a positive way if you're constantly complaining. You can't influence people in a positive way if you're constantly complaining. And you certainly can't do anything good for yourself if you're constantly complaining. So stop complaining. One love.